Alright, we're going to talk about how to add numbers in binary. Adding binary numbers falls into 4 simple cases, and we're going to call these cases 0 through 3. So case 0 would be if we had 2 zeros, hence the case 0. So if we were adding 0 plus 0, obviously that's going to equal 0. And this is the case for any 0 binary number. The case 0 just means there's no ones and it's just zeros. Case 1 would be we had a 1 plus 0 or a 0 plus a 1. And this is obviously always going to equal 1 because 1 plus 0, just like in decimal, is going to equal 1. Case 2 is where it gets a little tricky. So case 2 is going to be we have 2 ones. So if we were adding 2 ones, obviously a 1 plus a 1 is going to equal a 2. But we can't write a 2 because binary numbers use only 1s and 0s. So when we add 1 and 1, we're going to have to do what's called a carry. So we're going to write a 0 for this bit in this column. And then we're going to write a carry 1 up here. And then you could picture this as being 0, 1, 0, 1. And then 1 plus these zeros is going to equal 1, 0. So anytime that you're adding 2 1s together, you're going to write a 0, and then you're going to carry a 1. And this makes sense because 1 plus 1 in binary equals 2, and 2 in binary is 1, 0. So the cases 1 and 2 could build off of each other with these carry bits, and this is how we get a case number 4. So if we had the number 1, 1, 1, 1, and we added these two together, it's going to be a 1 plus a 1, which is case 3. And we're going to write a 0 for this position, and then we're going to carry a 1. But now we have 3 1s. So when you have 3 1s, you're going to write a 1, and then you're going to carry a 1. So this is going to be 1, 1, 0. And this makes sense because 1, 1, 0 is 6. And 1, 1 plus 1, 1 is 3 plus 3 equals 6. So all these binary numbers fall into these 4 cases, and if you could just remember these 4 cases, you know how to add binary numbers. Alright, now let's do an example. If we were going to add the numbers 1, 0, 1, 1 plus 0, 1, 1, 1, we would get 1, 0, 1, 1 plus 0, 1, 1, 1. And this is going to be case 3, which we're going to write a 0 and carry a 1. This is now going to be case 4, where we're going to write a 1, carry a 1. This is case 3 again, because the 0 doesn't mean anything. We're going to write a 0, carry a 1. This is going to be a case 3 again. We're going to write a 0, and finally carry that last 1. And we're going to get 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, base 2. And this number right here equals 11. And this number right here, if you were to convert it, equals 7. And 11 plus 7 equals 18, which is this number right here in binary. And if you don't believe me, you can go convert that number since you learned how to convert binary in the last video. And finally, another example, if we were to do 1, 0, 0, 1 plus 0, 0, 0, 1, that would be 1, 0, 0, 1 plus 0, 0, 0, 1. And this is case 3 for the first column, so we're going to write a 0, carry a 1. This is going to be case 1, because there's only 1, 1. We're going to write a 1. This is case 0, so we're going to write a 0. And this is case 1, so we're going to write a 1. And this number right here is equal to 9, and this number right here is equal to 1. And 9 plus 1 is going to equal 10, which is this number in binary. And so now you know how to add binary numbers, and it just falls into these 4 really easy cases, and as long as you can remember that, you know how to add any binary number up to infinity.